How's everything looking?
We'll be able to repair the plating and the propulsion system using chiral printed parts. Fragile's team will pick up any additional materials that are necessary. The nav console I use to read the tower currents isn't broken. I just need a little more time to restore the connection with my hand. Won't be much longer now.
Tarman.
He came to visit me in my room.
Thank you. Oh, I see you're holding hands now, eh? Hands allow us to connect. Form bonds.
You think you'll ever find your missing hand?
Now that's a bond I doubt will ever be broken.
Looks like we're good to go.
We'll see you later.
Stay safe out there.
Are you excited to head out?
So excited.
She's here.
Oh, there's Fragile.
Okay. Let's get going.
Hey, be safe out there.
Thank you.
What if you run into trouble on the way?
We'll be fine. Remember, you're talking to the former head of Fragile Express.
You two be all right?
We all have dooms. No need to worry about us.
And we're tougher than you, too.
Right. So watch yourself out there.
Take care of each other.
Sam, although everyone's hard at work repairing the DHV Magellan, it will unfortunately be some time before we can travel again. But nevertheless, putting our plans on hold is out of the question. We must continue to press on. Extending the chiral network remains our priority. Your next objective is to link up South Fort Knot. Though you'll need to get another site online before that will be possible. And unlike before, the DHV Magellan will be unable to advance to your position after you've expanded coverage. During this period, you'll need to operate without our support. Fragile, Rainy, and Tomorrow are gone procuring materials for repairs. And Tarman has his hands full tending to the ship. He'd also like to improve the ship's arsenal, as a precautionary measure. And bringing South Fort Knot into the chiral network will be necessary to do that. I say this to reassure you that the whole team is committed to getting the ship back up and running, and that we mean to join you as soon as we can. It's just going to take us a little while, that's all. For now, head to the Phantom Smith shelter and put him on the grid. The associated main order can be accessed via this delivery terminal.
Commencing route creation.
close enough to sever its umbilical cord with your blood boomerang, Sam? Well done, Sam. That's the last of the cargo. Let's head to our destination and make the delivery.
Commencing route creation. Delivery route finalized.
I'm afraid you've dropped some cargo, Sam. Your cargo is damaged beyond repair, Sam. No choice but to give up on this order.
creation. Delivery route finalized.
Get a move on. Okay.
Sam. Drawbridge credentials verified. Welcome, Sam.
Security measures lifted. Weapons detected. Be advised that usage is restricted inside facility grounds.
Access the...
Risking your life to cross snowy mountains is a lot to ask of anyone. And rubbing shoulders with BTs to recover someone else's stuff, that's going above and beyond. You're one hell of a guy, seriously. Sit tight. I'll confirm the contents of your cargo right away. This is just wonderful. I can see the love and care you put into your craft. There's no denying your incredible skill, and I really can't thank you enough. I'd like you to put this shelter on the chiral network.
Now displaying your current order grade.
And now I'm finally online. Accordingly, I was able to analyze the cargo you just dropped off. Seems it was developed with the aid of an unknown technology, which I've taken to calling ghost tech. From what I can tell, it reacts to chiral radiation on a specific wavelength. The reason I mention it is because the chiral shock cannon data I shared with you is the product of research that leverages this principle. The chiral radiation it generates can pass through objects without destroying them. Practically speaking, this means you can incapacitate enemies hiding behind walls and such. It should also deal damage to BTs and mechs as well. It's pretty powerful as far as ranged weapons go. You can't use it without anchoring it to the ground first, though. Makes a lot of noise, too. Gotta think before you fire. You know, even I've heard stories about Higgs and his plans. So if the chiral shock cannon helps you stop him, that'll make my day. And if you can deliver my research data to South Fort Knot, you should be able to get some new and improved tech to help you out. There's a lot of other folks on this mountain doing specialized research. If you bring them onto the chiral network too, I'm sure they'll hook you up with all kinds of goodies. I came here with the advance expedition, actually. Tagged along with this one researcher. I guess you could say we were like mentor and student. Can't go anywhere without tripping over stranded cargo in these parts, you see. The stuff we found was like nothing we'd ever seen before. Invaluable materials for our scientific pursuits. So, when my mentor was about to leave for South Fort Knot, I realized that I wanted to stay put. I thought that if I got this place on the chiral network, I'd be able to share future discoveries made here much more easily. Moving forward, I expect that my efficiency will increase substantially, allowing me to be of greater use to you and others. It fires a focused bolt of chiral radiation generated on a very specific wavelength. Packs a powerful punch, and is perfect for incapacitating distant enemies. It's also great against mechs. Even the ones with thick armor should take significant damage from it. Hell, this spectrum of chiral radiation is also proven to be effective against BTs. Its size does make it a touch unwieldy, but it's simply one of the most devastating ranged weapons there is. If you can get South Fort Knott onto the chiral network, I should be able to share the data for this invaluable technology with them. They've got some quality facilities of their own, you know. Bet they could use them to make you something even more impressive. Well, I'm familiar with the tar therapist, at least. He's researching potential applications of the stuff as a healing agent. While his specialty is medicine, he's also well-versed in various tar phenomena. If all that sounds interesting, it might be worth seeking him out. However, it doesn't seem like he's posted any urgent orders recently. So I'd say your best bet is to find cargo that didn't make it to him and try to deliver it to his shelter yourself. It's entirely possible he might be able to offer you things neither one of us can possibly imagine. Thanks again. You've been a big help. Definitely couldn't have managed this on my own. I'm still concerned about the armed survivalists to the south of here, not to mention Higgs and his future plans. So I'll be rooting for you to keep on doing what you can to make things better for us all. I don't know if I can come up with anything else to help with that, but I'm willing to give it a try. Your support would be appreciated too. Anyway, I'm prepping some cargo I'd like taken to South Fort Knott. You're headed that way, right? Be warned that this cargo can explode if handled improperly, and should be considered extremely dangerous. So if and when you take this main order, handle it with the utmost care. Good luck with everything. I'll see you around.
Sam, apologies for the sudden call. Once again, I'm contacting you via our dedicated private line. No one else will be able to listen in on our conversation. I'll get to the point. Has Charlie ever behaved in a manner you felt was suspicious? I ask because his credibility, as routinely calculated by APAS, appears to have dropped sharply. Despite attempting to confirm his credentials via the UCA's National ID Registry, it does not appear anyone has ever actually met the man. It may well be the case that he does not even exist. A ghost, so to speak. I can only hope that my suspicions are unfounded. For now, Sam, proceed to South Fort Knott and put it on the chiral network as planned. It is imperative that we improve the DHV Magellan's capabilities to better contend with Higgs and his forces. And the sooner we connect all of Australia to the network, the better. When you are ready to proceed, you can pick up your next main order from the delivery terminal at this facility.
Order completed. Well done.
Unable to obtain additional data from the DHV Magellan. Updating information with data from within chiral network coverage only. Commencing route creation. Delivery route finalized.
Order accepted. Thank you.
I'll see you around.
Disengaging weapons restrictions.
Take care, Sam.
Now leaving chiral network coverage.
Trouble nearby.
you holding up, Sam?
What you said.
The delivery terminal to process your orders and requests. Chiral decontamination in progress. No anomalies detected. Welcome, Sam.
Hazardous materials notwithstanding, I see you got here in a timely fashion. At one moment, while I confirm the cargo's condition. I doubt anyone but you could have delivered this in such excellent condition. You're simply incredible. Well now, this was not a delivery I was expecting you to bring to my door. I'm on the cusp of a breakthrough, thanks to you. Let's both continue to give it our all. Go ahead and connect your Cupid.
Now displaying your current order grade.
On the network at last, eh? I've been waiting for this moment for so very long. This should enable me to increase the pace of my research into new defensive solutions. As for the cargo you brought me, it's the culmination of the Phantom Smith's recent efforts. I applied a few finishing touches, and voila! I can now share with you the data for a chiral cannon. It is a devastatingly powerful weapon that can be mounted onto pickup off-roaders. You'll find it deals unparalleled damage to BTs as well as ghost mechs. Which might come in handy, since it's not just armed survivalists that have been sighted recently. It's ghost mechs too. It's hard to say, but Higgs might be up to something.
So that's all the more reason to have weapons suited to dealing with his minions. Ideally, this cannon would only be effective against PTs and mechs. Unfortunately, though, such firepower is more than enough to kill any human outright, so please use it wisely. In addition, I'm happy to share some new pickup off-roader tires that will significantly improve its traction. You can swap them in and out as you like when customizing your vehicles. I highly recommend using these if you're planning to tackle a snow-covered mountain. In the wake of the Death Stranding, we've been witness to all manner of new and unknown phenomena. The research team to which I belong has worked to classify said phenomena, that we might determine which can be leveraged for practical applications. The Phantom Smith is also one of our number. The two of us shared a mentor, as it happens. The man responsible for developing the navigational systems of the DHV Magellan. His influence is largely why I study vehicles and related tech. We don't yet know why ghost mechs are able to operate outside of chiral network coverage, but we do have a working theory. And if the underlying principles of this theory prove true, we can take advantage of them. Fortunately, the cargo you've brought may well hold the answers to many outstanding questions. I strongly suspect we'll make rapid progress in the days to come, meaning you can look forward to even more new and exciting creations. It fires chiral particles at an extremely high velocity. Its considerable size makes it impractical to carry, so we've designed it to be mounted on pickup off-roaders instead. Whilst it needs a moment to charge before it can be fired, it boasts tremendous stopping power. And it will automatically track hostile targets, allowing you to engage with ease whilst driving. Giant BTs and ghost mechs are tougher than ever these days. It's truly unfortunate, but we have no choice but to rely on weapons of this caliber. A necessary escalation to combat Higgs and his forces. But I must also reiterate that due to the destructive potential of this cannon, it should never be used where humans may be harmed. Thank you again for your help. I'll be sure to continue my research into ghost technology in the days ahead. I intend to look into ways of ensuring we have greater freedom of movement with our vehicles, even in dangerous areas. Any assistance you can provide would be greatly appreciated. Oh, before you go, I have a parting gift for you. A gift I was instructed to give you by my mentor. This cargo will allow you to enhance the DHV Magellan's weaponry, per Tarman's request, I believe. I'll need some time to prepare it for transport, though. In the meantime, please avail yourself of the private room here. I'll be sure to post the order by the time you wake up. So, go on and have a good nap.
Sam, it's me. Our enemies have grown bolder and more aggressive, but I see you were all able to fend them off in the end. Chiral network coverage now stands in excess of 85% across Australia. We are already seeing indications of plate gate formation in the near future as well. Just a bit more, Sam. I know you and your comrades will finish what we've started, and to prepare for what's to come. I encourage you to rest in your private room. Be advised, Sam, that I've switched this call to private mode. We need to talk about Charlie. I reviewed the contract between APAC and Drawbridge and followed the money. By doing so, I was able to confirm that funding for Drawbridge was provided by none other than Bridges. Though they used intermediaries to obfuscate the transactions, Bridget is undoubtedly the source of your patrons' funds. In other words, Drawbridge cannot be considered as an independent civilian organization. Should these details come to light, your attempts to integrate Mexico and Australia into the chiral network could be misconstrued as an expansionist effort. When I tasked Drawbridge with these missions, it was under the assumption that it was a non-government operation. But I, APAC, and you yourselves may have all been deceived. I will continue to pursue this investigation for now. Take this time to rest and recover in your private room.
Administering shock. Stand clear.
Just like old times.
Where are we?
This place does wonders for my mood. The repairs to the DHV Magellan are still ongoing, so I thought to return here and see if I couldn't make progress with our Lou investigation.
Learn anything new?
Well, at the Motherhood's facility, we managed to confirm that Lou's original serial number was none other than BB00. And this is what I found when I attempted to search for associated records. To build the chiral network, 9 sacrificial BBs were prepared. However, the network's original design required only 1. A single sacrificial BB unit, facilitating chiral communications across the entire North American continent. This approach called for what was dubbed a core bridge baby, and BB00 was a lucky candidate assigned to play this role. However, Bridges subsequently abandoned the idea, their tests having failed to yield the desired results. And so it was that the model requiring multiple sacrificial BBs was ultimately adopted.
Meanwhile, Lou was placed into storage for an extended period, and for reasons yet unknown, inherited the identity of BB-28.
Records indicate that the Bridges research team was responsible for the reclassification.
Were they trying to cover up the earlier experiments by falsifying Lou's production year, perhaps? Or did Bridges have some other hidden agenda?
I'm afraid that remains unclear.
Well, we now know Lou was born 11 years ago. There may very well have been a connection with Neil.
You know, my fondness for this place isn't wholly nostalgic. It has the most delightful hot springs, you see. Though, truth be told, even they aren't my favorite thing about it. If you can find the time, you should come visit. Give the old bones a soak.
Oh, a warm bath does sound good.
Perfect treat for a weary traveler. Anyway, I'll see you aboard the Magellan.
Do you read me, Sam? This is Tarman. I've relocated my hand at last, out there on the currents, bobbing along like before. Now that our connection has been re-established, I should finally be in a position to wrap up repairs on the ship. But that won't be enough for what's coming. We need to improve our weaponry as well. South Fort Knot is home to an exceptional researcher. It so happens that they were instrumental in the construction of this fine vessel, and they're preparing the latest and greatest weapons for our use as we speak. Just a few more hurdles, Sam. Access the South Fort Knot delivery terminal and take care of the main order for me.
Looking clean as a whistle. I feel as though I've seen those glasses before. Pierre Southern of South Fort Knot, was it? To think his mentor was instrumental to the development of the DHV Magellan's propulsion systems. One could go so far as to say that he's one of our vessel's many fathers. I don't really have anything else to say right now.
Sam. Feeling rested and refreshed? I finished preparing your next delivery for you. The equipment to enhance the DHV Magellan's weaponry. You'll find it utilizes cutting-edge technology, the fruits of our recent research. Oh, and my mentor also asked that you deliver a hearty good day to Tana. Anyway, take on the main order and pick up the cargo.
Sam, you'll forgive me for using our private line again. I did a deep dive into the DHV Magellan's provenance. While it is indeed a civilian vessel that has been retrofitted for this mission, the financing for that work appears to have come from Bridget's own accounts, just like the funding for Drawbridge itself. It would be fair to say that this would make it a government vessel, in effect. Charlie was involved in all of the relevant transactions as well. This only increases the likelihood that Charlie has connections to the UCA. Of course, it now seems likely that Charlie does not exist. In which case, these actions may have actually been the work of APAC. If everything, including the extension of network infrastructure, was simply a pretext for territorial expansion, then it's plain our company has made a grave error. Further investigation is warranted, but that will require a little more time, as will the DHV Magellan's repairs, for that matter. This is a delicate situation that requires caution, and we cannot afford to ignore the threat that Higgs poses either. As such, your best course of action is to continue to undertake main orders and prioritize linking up the remainder of the continent. As always, I will contact you if and when I learn more. Don't let us down, Sam.
Vehicle ready. Please drive carefully. Order accepted. Thank you. Very impressive work, Sam.
Sam, it's Deadman. Hartman is away on the beach, so I've taken the liberty of borrowing his Ha again in his absence. I've also been making use of my own time on the beach to scour the UCA database for answers about BB-00. As I told you before, it's much easier to get around their security from here. We previously thought that BB-00 was placed into storage and reclassified as BB-28, and that this was done by Bridges to conceal the existence of the Cord Bridge baby program from the public. However, it turns out that information was falsified. And now we know what really happened. Bridges intended to decommission and dispose of BB-00, but someone intervened behind the scenes. They ensured that BB-00 was spared and sent to a storage facility where it received the BB-28 serial number. Per the official records, however, BB-00 was decommissioned, and Bridges had no reason to believe otherwise. So, who do you think was behind this deception? Well, I determined which account was used to manipulate the BB records. It was registered to a Bridges member with the highest level access permissions. As you may have guessed, Sam, it was the leader of the first expedition, Amelie. And she did it all just to protect Lou.
It was Amelie. I can't believe she went to such lengths. It was thanks to her that you could even meet Lou in the first place.
appreciate the help. Give me a moment to review the orders. You brought a lot of cargo today, huh? A downright staggering amount. I've been wanting to find a way to support your efforts, and so I'd like you to have this. I've increased your materials allocation. There should be more at your disposal now.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
This multi-rocket launcher's capabilities rival that of its UCA counterpart. With this baby, you can log on to and attack multiple targets simultaneously. Of course, you can also focus all the rockets on a single enemy as well. It's an especially effective tactic if you have to go up against giant BTs or particularly powerful mechs. Now, dangerous weapons like these are not something to be shared lightly. But, having seen you in action and understanding the stakes, it's clear you need it. The enemies I expect you'll have to contend with in the future just won't go down unless you're packing this level of firepower. Don't ever point it at a human being, though. People who carry weapons like these have a duty to use them responsibly, as I'm sure you understand.
Delivery.
a bit further now.
Welcome back, Sam. I see you come bearing gifts. Just give me a moment to check your cargo. There don't seem to be any real problems with the cargo. Looks like the end is finally in sight, Sam.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
Here's a little something for you. Feel free to use it. We'll prep the main cannon for immediate use and look into making improvements to the other armaments as well. It won't be long now till the DHV Magellan is fully operational. Fragile and the others should be back soon too. Anyway, I'd better hurry up and see to the remaining repairs. Thanks again, Sam.
Sam, your next objective will also be your last. Terminal Fort Knott. To put them on the grid, you'll first need to link up the Southern Environmental Observatory. It's safe to assume that this final step will be the most challenging yet. For now, you should rest in the private room to ensure you're well prepared for what's to come.